Sunday night is baseball night in the Ozarks, and we've got a good one on tap tonight in the Grip and Rip Baseball League North Division. The Republic Locos set to try to keep the train rolling against the Dark Empire, the Springfield Metropolitans. 3 wins against 1 defeat are the reason why the Mets hold first place overall in the Grip and Rip Baseball League standings headed into tonight's game. Both teams more or less at full strength going into this one. So that means we should see the absolute best the Locos and the Metropolitans have to offer. This is week number 5 of the 7-week regular season in Grip and Rip Baseball. Both of these clubs at that turning point in the season where they start to turn their eyes away from the table and look toward the brackets, the GRBL playoffs, and the road to the Howard Bell Trophy Championship to be contested Lebanon, Missouri, Justin Fruit Snacks Lowden, and batting 10th. Back in the lineup tonight after his wife gave birth to a bouncing baby boy a Sunday ago. He is the catcher, number 17, Michael Easter. So for the Mets, it is Carter, Brashler, Waters, Rusk, Chaffin, Blem, Murphy, Hammett, Lowden, and Easter. Starting on the pitcher's mound tonight for the Springfield Metropolitans. We thought he was lost to an injury, but he is giving it a go this evening. Number 18, the right-hander out of Walnut Grove, Missouri, Jaron Dishman. More on him on the other side of a quick timeout, and we will bring you the first pitch live from Sky Bacon Stadium. It's Mets Locos, live and free right here on YouTube.
Support local, give local. We hear it all the time, and when it comes to blood donation, there's an easy way to make sure your gift is being used in your community. Donors with Community Blood Center of the Ozarks provide every drop of blood, platelets, and convalescent plasma to patients in over 40 area hospitals. How do I know why that's important? Because my youngest daughter, Joselina, is alive today thanks to local blood donors. Find out how you can help at cbco.org. Local donors, local patients. That's the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks difference.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away. Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
You know the meaning of dedication. The early mornings and the late nights spent pursuing your dream. The commitment and passion to turn those dreams into reality. That spirit of dedication is why Central Bank is always there, working behind the scenes, helping you navigate those twists and turns in your journey with solutions that are tailored to meet your business needs. Central Bank. We do business better.
So a surprise move. Jaron Dishman has the ball and gets the start on the pitcher's mound tonight for the Springfield Metropolitans. We thought he was lost for the year with a torn MCL in his knee. Instead, Dishman's on the hill tonight out of Walnut Grove, Missouri. In 2023, he has pitched 1 2/3 innings, no earned runs, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, 3 walks. In 2022, his rookie year with the Mets, Dishman was a middle reliever. He worked 11 innings, gave up 5 earned runs on 12 hits, struck out 9, walked 4, and hit 2 batters. It was a 4.09 ERA for Dish, who was a key contributor and a big reason why the Springfield Metropolitans got a win and a Howard Bell Trophy championship in 2022, the first in the club's history. So it's Dishman throwing to Michael Easter, who's also back in the lineup after missing time. A very, very excusable family emergency, the birth of his son just a week ago. Left to right across the infield, it's Blem at third, Murphy at shortstop. The second baseman is Hammett, and the first baseman. Asks that whoever catches it brings it back. 1-0 pitch to Trent Simpson is high, and it is 2-0. So Jaron Dishman out of Walnut Grove, Missouri, went to McKendree University and has spent a fair bit of time playing ball right here in this stadium over the years. He played in the Show Me Collegiate League a couple of summers. So no stranger to success here on the artificial mound. 2-1 pitch to Trent Simpson is lifted in the air into center. Back goes Carter, and he makes the grab on the run for the first out. Three for 14 for the campaign. A speedy runner when the ball gets into play. He's turned a lot of oopsies into base hits over the course of his career with his legs. 1-2 ran way in, two-seam fastball. Two balls, no strikes. Dishman kicks and delivers. That's inside, and Van Gorp's ahead 3-0. Draws the walk there. Everything missing into the right-hander. So at least Dishman is consistent, and therefore that's correctable. Here's John Arts looking to pounce on a potentially rusty Jaron Dishman, 24-year-old barber. Now resides in Rogersville, Missouri. Originally from Salem. That would be Salem, Missouri, home of the Salem Tigers. Then Big Country John Arts played at the junior college level at Mineral Area. Swings and puts this one in the air to left. Brashler, looking into a setting sun, adjusted and made the grab. That's going to be something to watch as this one goes on. Temperature still a very pleasant 74 degrees right now here in Ozark. Winds are out of the north. North-northeast, as a matter of fact. 6 miles per hour, but dying down. Flag actually looks pretty still out there down the left field line as Caleb Cole steps into the batter's box. We're going to hit a low of about 62 degrees by the time this one is over. And as the sun sets, we'll see a shadow from the stands gradually creep over the infield. But it does create a little bit of trouble for whoever the left fielder is in particular, having to look into a setting sun to make plays. Cole flares one into right. It's tailing down. Base hit in front of Harrison Waters. That will also send Van Gorp motoring. This game, and it paid dividends right there. Taking advantage, batting with a man on, facing a pitcher, Dishman from the stretch, and Caleb Cole with a little bit of oppo stuff, flared one into right for a hit. So first and third, two down. Cole Hazelhorst bats. Caleb Cole takes off. He's going to steal second base uncontested. And that is now two in scoring position for the Locos in the top of the first. Fastball swung on, foul. One and one to Hazelhorst. It's going to be down. Nice block by Easter. So Michael Easter, ordinarily by week 5, would probably have a fair bit of soreness, but Mets have been using Robert Fackrell back there while Easter and his wife welcomed a new baby, so this is a little bit of a fresher Michael Easter than we're accustomed to seeing. Caddying for Jaron Dishman here tonight. Hazelhorst is in a 2-2 count with two down, two runners on. Big pitch here. Dishman walked off, wanted a called strike. He's not going to get it. So we are full up. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch to Hazelhorst. Breaking ball swung on, fouled off. We'll do it again. Great idea from Dishman there, going to the off speed. Hazelhorst was early, but then adjusted and just made contact to spoil it and stay in the hunt. So we'll do another 3-2. Dishman, that time, got him with the gas. Down on strikes goes Hazelhorst. Out of the inning goes Jaron Dishman and the Springfield Mets. We are scoreless. Bottom of the first when we come back.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away. Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
Do you ever wake up and feel like you're already out of energy?
I haven't felt that way since I started doing yoga.
You do yoga?
Every morning. Best change I've ever made.
Try our community classes for only $8.
Sumit's hot yoga. You are gonna feel awesome.
Time opportunity for Ethan Stenger, the big right-hander for the Republic Locos, goes to the hill, fresh off of a couple of very quality starts. Stenger out of St. Louis, Missouri, 6'6", now resides in Lamar, Missouri, where he got himself ready to pitch here in the GRBL after 11 years away from baseball by throwing fastballs into a hay bale. Yes, really, the unconventional training methods paid off. Ethan Stenger, 12 innings so far in 2023, 4 earned runs on 16 hits, 15 strikeouts, 4 walks. It's a 3.00 ERA for the big man who went to Melville High School, was an all-suburban West Conference selection. 2 years at Southwest Baptist University, where he pitched 90 2/3 innings. And then 2 years at Missouri Southern State University, where he made he made 10 starts, pitched a total of 70 innings, and had a 3.99 ERA at the NCAA Division II level for the Missouri Southern Lions. Also got an accounting degree, which I'm sure is allowing him great professional success. So Ethan Stenger making start number 3 of his Grip and Rip Baseball League career. Republic Locos are on a 2-game winning streak. Started off 0-2. They've since climbed back to even it. So the club now sitting at 500. Big chances here against the Springfield Metropolitans, who are the first place team right now in the GRBL North. A Republic win tonight would negate any head-to-head criteria between the Mets and the Locos. It would be a 1-to-1 split, and so playoff position could be determined by either win-loss record or maybe even fewest runs allowed. I don't know about you, but as the league's chief calculator, I prefer we just settle things with wins and losses. Here's Schuyler Carter for the Mets. Swings and misses. Took a healthy hack at a high fastball from Ethan Stenger. Next offering is down, and the count's even 1-1. Umpires tonight from the Mid-America Umpires Union: Cole Gilpin behind the plate, Donald Price on the bases. Both of these guys have been working games in the GRBL throughout this 2023 season, and doing well at it, I might add. So glad to have this experienced crew out here tonight. 2-1 to Schuyler Carter. That's a high miss. Stenger working with Hazelhorst for the second time. And that is a walk issued to Schuyler Carter. So the Mets have their first base runner here in the bottom of the first. Not that alarming necessarily If you're an Ethan Stenger fan, he joked with me after one of his starts that for the life of him, he just can't seem to work a 1-2-3 inning out here. But he's had a nice run of shutout innings nonetheless. Jared Brashler stands in. Runner goes. Hazelhorst fires to second. Tag applied. He is safe. Carter just gets around the tag from the second baseman, Trey Simpson. So Jared Brashler, 3 for 16 with 1 RBI coming into this at bat. He has also struck out 7 times. 0-1. There's a foul ball, and that ricocheted off the helmet of the catcher Hazelhorst, so he's going to take a second, deservedly so. To be favoring his left cheek there. So Brashler behind in the count, 0-2. Stenger back to the hill. Looks like Hazelhorst is all right. If you're going to be a catcher, you got to be tough. There's just no way to disguise it. Nobody out. 0-2 pitch with Schuyler Carter, the runner, on second. Swing and a drive lifted into left. Running in and diving is Chandler Maples, taking away the hit and then zinging the throw to hold Schuyler Carter at second base. We talked about that setting sun being tricky. Chandler Maples did a nice job on that high fly ball, finding the baseball, tracking it down and making the grab just before baseball met turf. So 1 down. Harrison Waters stands in for the Mets. He is 6 for 16 on the season, coming off of his best year ever, 16 hits in 39 at-bats. It was a .410 average. Harrison Waters, the Mets franchise player for 2023, sends one into right. Back it goes. Gone! Harrison Waters sends a home run over the 16-footer in right field. My friends, that is the first Grip and Rip Baseball League career homer for Harrison Waters. Dirty Harry, the Republic, Missouri native, puts up 2 runs against the hometown club with that shot. And they're blowing the siren in honor of Harrison Waters. What a piece. 2-0 Mets. 1 down. Tyler Rusk comes into the right-handed batter's box. Swung on and missed there. That was certainly swung with some intent. Tyler Rusk, 5 for 11. He's batted in 4 runs. He has scored 4 times. He was thinking with powerful intent there on that first cut. 1-1 now. Rusk swings at this one. It's fouled into third base dugout. That's the Locos dugout. The ball actually got fielded by the Mets third base coach Chandler Veet. 1-2. Stenger deals. That's high. At the letters, yes, but that was about chin high, and Tyler Rusk is like 6'6", so that's up there, man. Couple of tall men going at it here. Ethan Stenger, also 6'6". So big arm versus tall strike zone. Counts even, 2-2 with 1 away, nobody on. Metropolitans out to a 2-0 advantage on a home run by Harrison Waters. There's a 2-seam fastball just missed outside. Counts full. Payoff pitch from Stenger, swung on. That is driven foul. Out into the bullpen. Left field it went. Nice idea from Stenger, working the up and in part of the strike zone, and Tyler Rusk turned on it. So 3-2, we'll do it again. This one is grounded to the third baseman. Van Gorp had to pull it out of his hip pocket. His throw, oh goodness, it brought John Arts off the bag. And so the runner is called safe. It's going to be scored as an error. We'll have to go back and look at that. Now, the Locos skip Chris Meza has politely asked the umpires to talk about it. And talk about it they shall. The call on the field stands with very little hoopla. So Tyler Rusk Brock Chaffin into the left-handed batter's box for the Metropolitans. With a runner on first, that's Tyler Rusk, and that is a baseball launched out into the Locos bullpen down the left field line. So 0-1 to Chaffin. Runner goes. Chaffin steps out of the box. So now the count's even, 1-1. That's the Tyler Rusk cheering section, if I'm not mistaken. They seem to be loving anything the guy does. You love to see it. Stenger looking back twice and then steps off. Rusk retreats to second base. Locos down 2 runs, thinking about holding the runner here with just 1 gone, bottom of the first. Stenger comes back with a fastball on the outer half. It's a strike to Chaffin. Ball and 2 strikes to the Metropolitans manager. He's in the extra hitter spot tonight, batting 5th. Stinger's pitch, swung on, grounded. That will be grounded into play, and then Stenger didn't come up with the ball. And then the throw to first was in time to get Brock Chaffin. A totally off-the-wall sequence of events there. Yeah, Stenger absolutely did touch the ball while it was still in fair territory. Then he fell over. Chaffin thinks he's safe, and yeah, he's going to go make an argument here. Also looked like Stenger tried to reach out and tag him with an empty glove, maybe. So Brock is going to litigate. Now, yet again, the men in charge are going to talk about it. Chaffin would have just legged it out. Of course, he thought that ball was going to go foul. So then he sort of took off on a delay. He is called out, so that's going to stand. It is one of the wildest 1-3 groundouts I think I've seen out here in a while. So 2 down. Rusk is the runner at third for the Mets. Mark Blem, the third baseman, is the batter. Blem looks at a strike from Ethan Stenger. 0-1. Fastball down, 1-1. Stenger sets and deals. Blem gets under this one. It could be trouble. Out into shallow right center. Ranging back and making the catch is Trey Simpson in front of his brother Trent. So the Simpsons get it done for the Locos, but not before the Springfield Metropolitans strike big. Harrison Waters with a 2-run home run. And that is why it is 2-0 Metropolitans. To the second inning we go.
Support local, give local. We hear it all the time, and when it comes to blood donation, there's an easy way to make sure your gift is being used in your community. Donors with Community Blood Center of the Ozarks provide every drop of blood, platelets, and convalescent plasma to patients in over 40 area hospitals. How do I know why that's important? Because my youngest daughter, Joselina, is alive today thanks to local blood donors. Find out how you can help at cbco.org. Local donors, local patients. That's the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks difference.
Dishman back at it for the Springfield Metropolitans. The right-hander out of Walnut Grove will work another inning. Now working from the lead, 2-0 for the Metropolitans. And the umpires and the Mets skip Brock Chaffin still chatting a bit about what transpired in the bottom of the first, in which Chaffin was called out on what he initially thought it's going to be a foul ball, but it was definitely touched in fair territory, then misplayed, and then played properly by the Locos. So 2-0 is our score. Top of the second. Trey Simpson just made a nice catch from the second base position. Stands in. It'll be Trey Simpson, Todd Tolbert, and Drew Noble this inning for Republic. Trey swings and lifts one. It's into foul territory, but not foul enough for the first baseman Tyler Rusk to haul that in and make the catch. So one pitch, one out for pitcher Jaron Dishman in the Springfield Mets. Bring up the Todd father, Todd Tolbert. He is 2 for 10 with a double and a run batted in thus far in 2023. He's been in the league since it was founded in 2016. That's why he's part of a fraternity called the Original 60. I believe we have, it's either 12 or 13 members of the Original 60 still with us here in 2023 for Season 8. Grip and Rip Baseball League continuing to build its tradition and its legend with each successful season. 1-1 count to the Todd father. At 52, he is the second oldest player in the league here in 2023. Oldest to ever do it, well, that would be Dane Schaff at the age of 61. 2-1 to the Todd father. Dishman comes home. Todd swings and skies one into right. Harrison Waters, the home run man, settles under it and makes the catch for the second out. It's time for the designated hitter. He now lives in Aurora, Missouri. 31-year-old Drew Noble, originally out of Eudora, Kansas. More than 150 innings pitched in 2 seasons of junior college baseball at Coffeyville. And then 120 2/3 innings pitched at NCAA Division II Missouri Southern State. First year in the Grip and Rip, Noble is 2 for 7 with a run batted in and 1 strikeout. He is sponsored by Often Petroleum. They've been supporting Grip and Rip Baseball League for 4 seasons and counting now, and we certainly appreciate their support of the league and its players. There's a strike thrown. Jaron Dishman bent a breaking ball into the zone to Noble, who finds himself down 1-2. Dishman comes back. That was another off-speed pitch. Noble kept it on his shoulder. Mets make the appeal, and no, he did not, says the bases umpire Donald Price. Price has had a couple of sticky calls already in this game, but he calls a good game. I will always respect a Don Price decision. There's a bouncer ricocheted off the knee guard of the catcher Michael Easter back to the screen, so Jaron Dishman's going to get a new baseball. Drew Noble now gets a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Dish kicks and deals. That ran in high and tight. He walked him. So a 2-out walk to Noble. And that'll bring up Chandler Batts, the left fielder Chandler Maples out of Clever, Missouri. Teacher, baseball coach, and now I understand an assistant football coach at his alma mater. 1 for 6 for the season is Maples. He's played for the Suckers, the Metropolitans, and now the Locos in his GRBL career. Should add he broke in 2018. He was a member of the Sumit's Hot Yoga Yogis prior to the start of the town team era. He's ahead here, 2-0, facing Dishman. That one ran high, so it's a hitter's count. 3-0. Short lead for Noble at first with 2 outs. That's a strike thrown. Chandler was take all the way. Back in. Wiggles the bat as Dishman ran him in. That is back-to-back walks for Mets starter Jaron Dishman. Nothing worthy of a mound visit just yet. As the Mets boss Brock Chaffin is going to trust him to try to get Darryl Neighbors, number 10 man in the order. Originally from Cedarville, Arkansas, Darryl Neighbors. Looked at a strike there. Neighbors 1 for 7. Nothing in 1. Oh, swung on and missed. A big cut. Neighbors actually swung below it. So he's back in here, a closed right-handed stance. 0-2, swung on, foul back. So Neighbors stays in. Sponsored by the Filipino Market in Springfield, Missouri. I need to go check that out. Another 0-2. Oh, it bounces, gets away from Michael Easter. That will move the runners. 2 Locos are in scoring position. 2 outs, and the situation gets even bigger for Darryl Neighbors here. Team trailing by 2 runs. Locos trying to strike here in the 2nd inning. Dishman fires. That's swung on, grounded to the shortstop. Firing over to Rusk in time. Clay Murphy snipes Neighbors and neutralizes the threat. A 6-3 ground out gets Jaron Dishman and the Mets out of the inning unscathed. Springfield 2, Republic nothing. Bottom of the 2nd comes your way next.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. Whether you're looking to pay bills or make a big purchase, sometimes you need cash quickly to take that next step. A consumer loan might be a perfect option to help you live well, bank well. Sonia McClendon, one of our branch managers, is here to explain.
Thank you, Nicole. We provide personal consumer loans for almost any purpose, from building your credit to financing that new car. We offer competitive rates, and decisions are made locally so we can get you the money that you need quickly. But what makes our consumer loans unique is that personal touch. For example, I recently worked with a customer to secure a loan for a horse trailer. He could have went elsewhere, but he chose to work with his bank because of that personal relationship that we've built with him. Being able to work with your personal banker that you know and trust makes a big difference.
That's right, because we work with our customers to help them live well, bank well. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
When Gary and Sandra Henry started Henry's Towing nearly 5 decades ago, customers knew that Henry would be the guy coming to help. People would call and ask to let Henry do it. And as Springfield has grown, our family has grown as well, so there's always someone around to come help you out. Everyone at Henry's is a member of the family, fully trained and as dependable as the original. With a family this size, help is always right around the corner. So if you find yourself in need of roadside assistance, remember to call the name you've grown to know and trust. Remember to let Henry do it!
2-0 the score. Springfield Mets out in front of the Republic Locos. Bottom of the second inning coming your way next. It'll be Clay Murphy, followed by Ben Hammett and Justin Lowden for the Mets this inning. Murphy starting at shortstop tonight. Expect him to toe the pitching rubber perhaps before this one is over. 6 for 16 with 3 runs batted in 2023, Clay Murphy. Stenger starts him with a high fastball. Murphy took it upstairs. This is popped just into the left field grass. Goes the shortstop Caleb Cole to make the catch and the first out for the Locos. That will bring up Ben Hammett. Where's number 5 out of Nixa, Missouri. He's originally from Rose Hill, Kansas. Played his college ball at Oklahoma Christian University. 45-year-old father of 3. Looking to get something going here. Looked at a strike. Was part of a highly entertaining 1-4-6-3 double play that the Mets turned a week ago. Yes, really. Got the clip right here on YouTube. Should go check that out later. 1-1 for Hammett as a bouncer. Makes it 2-1. So Hammett, professionally a distribution manager for Kraft Heinz. They make cheese and they make pasta here in Springfield, Missouri. There's a strike thrown on the outer half from Stenger. 2 balls and 2 strikes for Hammett. Big open stance from the right-handed batter's box. Stenger attacked in. Hammett swung on and fouled it off. So Ben has been in the league since 2018. His name is on the Howard Bell Trophy twice for his involvement in the first 2 seasons with the Republic Ford Lincoln Raptors in 2018 and then with the Henry's Towing High Rollers in 2019. 2-2. Stenger comes home. Missed low. Good block from Hazelhorst, and it's 3-2. Payoff pitch. Struck him out looking. Hammett thought he walked. No, sir, says the plate umpire Cole Gilpin, and Hammett is the second out. So here's Justin Lowden as the sun is just about set here in Ozark as the shadow of the grandstand has crept all the way over the infield. Still some sun to be had out in left field and in center, but the lights are on here at Sky Bacon Stadium. That can only mean one thing. It's prime time. It's baseball night in the Ozarks. Lowden looks at a strike on the outer half. Justin Lowden, a boat builder from Lebanon, Missouri, swings and sends this one in the air to center. Running in is Simpson. Can't make the play. Fruit Snacks heading for second. They set him up for the tag. Over the bag he goes. Then the ball ejects. Lowden dives back. And in the most Justin Lowden way possible, he's safe at second base. Well, yeah, let's get one thing out of the way. Definite error charged to the Locos. So unfortunately, we can't give Snacks a base hit, but we can certainly recognize valiant effort when we see it. Tried to go over the tag, I guess, from the second baseman, Trey Simpson. Got tripped up. Went over the bag, was off of it, thought he was out, and then the ball spit out of Simpson's glove, so then Lowden dove back and was safe at second. It's going to bring up Michael Easter for the Metropolitans, for the man in scoring position and 2 out. He looks at a strike. Michael thus far 2 for 6 with a pair of runs batted in. Started the season off with 25 hits for his career. Nothing in 1. Oh, that's inside. So Michael Easter by day, an auto mechanic. Matter of fact, he's a state of Missouri inspector. Back in 2020, the league had a series of Friday night games, sort of some schedule experimentation to see if it would work. There were a couple times where Michael Easter would inspect more than 20 vehicles across the course of an 8-hour shift at the shop. Jump in the truck, motor on down to Ozark, hop out, get on the catcher's gear, and catch 9 innings. He was with the Branson Showmen that season. Says a lot about his dedication. Michael Easter's been out here since day one out of Hillcrest High School. Joined the league in 2016 when it was more idea than entity. 3 balls and a strike. Ethan Stenger trying to punch his way out of the second inning. Comes home, that's going to be in, and he walked him. So the Metropolitans catcher draws a walk. Second one of those on the night for Ethan Stenger. Back to the top of the order go the Mets, and back into the box goes Schuyler Carter. 5 for 8 for the campaign. 71 hits in his Grip and Rip Baseball League career. He is the league's all-time leader in that stat category. He was the first to get to 50. He is, for certain, the first to get to 70. Would like to get 1 right here. Josh Wilbanks has come on to run for the catcher Michael Easter. The runner at second, still Justin Lowden for the Metropolitans. 0-0 to Carter, swung on, fouled back. Schuyler Carter went to Ozark High School, then went to Oklahoma, Western Oklahoma, where he attended Panhandle State University. Decided to come back closer to home, so he transferred to Evangel. Started off with Grip and Rip Green in 2016 when the GRBL was founded. He was the league's first ever Most Valuable Player award winner. Won a championship with the Springfield Cashews. Then with the Raptors the next year, grounded out to first base that time. Carter has since not won a league title. He would like to do it here in 2023 with the Mets. Ethan Stenger puts up a scoreless second for the Locos, so the score stays. Springfield Metropolitans 2, Republic nothing. To the third inning we shall go.
Redline Athletics is the Ozarks' #1 youth sports performance training center. Redline uses the latest in technology, equipment, and techniques to help kids ages 8 to 18 prepare for competition in all sports, with our #1 goal to make them a better athlete first. Redline Athletics now offers team training. Bring your full squad in for workouts with our professional staff and boost their speed, strength, agility, and skills. Train like a pro at Redline Athletics, located in Southeast Springfield, just off James River Freeway in South Glenstone.
You know the meaning of dedication. The early mornings and the late nights spent pursuing your dream. The commitment and passion to turn those dreams into reality. That spirit of dedication is why Central Bank is always there, working behind the scenes, helping you navigate those twists and turns in your journey with solutions that are tailored to meet your business needs. Central Bank. We do business better.
Jaron Dishman goes from everybody thinking his season was shelved to a third inning of work here on baseball night in the Ozarks. And Dishman still tasked with protecting a 2-0 advantage for the Springfield Metropolitans. Top of the third, Locos return to the top of the order. It will be Trent Simpson, Ben Van Gorp, and John Arts for the Crazy Train. Caleb Cole would get to take some hacks if anyone manages to reach safely. Trent Simpson walking up to a little Billy Squire. Men, women, and children, they all love it. The loan officer at Patio in Springfield, Missouri, 27 years old, out of Missouri Valley College. Trent flew out to the center fielder Carter, first time up, looked at a steerike there from Jaron Dishman. So Simpson 3 for 17 for the campaign, coming off of a 16-hit season as a rookie in 2022, trying to break out of it here. Swung on, fouled one back. He's behind Jaron Dishman 0-2. Trent from the left-handed batter's box. Dishman exhales sharply and delivers. That's a curveball lifted way back into center field, but not a problem for the rangy Gold Glove Award winner Schuyler Carter. Hauls it in and makes the grab. That is the second time tonight Schuyler Carter has gotten the better of his counterpart, Trent Simpson. Opportunity knocking for BVG, nothing for nothing tonight. He drew a walk first time up. So BVG stays 3 for 14. Van Gorp swings and drives one off the third baseman's glove into the outfield. He's going to be safe. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. That's going to be a hit for Ben Van Gorp. He'll take it, I'm sure. Well, the old rule on the hit versus error that you really have to go up to each time is the reasonability of whether or not the fielder would have been able to make that play. And the key phrase to watch for when you're scoring baseball is, could the fielder have handled the ball with ordinary effort? And there's certainly room for interpretation on both sides of that. I think Mark Blem would have needed more than ordinary effort to make that play, and thus, I'm good with an infield single right there. Michael Easter was not good with Ben Van Gorp stealing second base. However, BVG very smartly slid to the outfield side of the bag and touched it with his left hand before the shortstop Clay Murphy could apply the tag. So 1-1 for John Arts. Runner on second is the speedy Van Gorp. There's a breaking ball out of the zone. Arts. Watched a strike there, and this is the battle of the buddies right here. John Arts and Jaron Dishman. These guys coached together actually in the Show Me Collegiate League over this past summer. Talk to each other about every day. 2-2 breaking ball, no. So it is now 3-2. Activity to report in the Mets bullpen down the right field line. Right-hander Justin Lowden is up getting loose. Fastball swung on and lifted, tailing foul, but into the trouble spot just beyond the reach of Mark Blim on the full run. Mets third baseman almost made a spectacular catch. But coming close does not count in baseball. It counts in three things: horseshoes, hand grenades, and slow dancing, but it does not count in baseball. So John Arts stays in the hunt. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and the runner at second is Van Gorp. Jaron Dishman comes set from the chest. Dropped the curve. Easter blocks it, but John Arts is going to get the free pass. And I'm sure he's got some things to say to his pal about that walk. They'll debrief about it later, I'm certain. Well, here's Caleb Cole, who's 1 for 1 on the night. Big opportunity knocking for him with a potential game-tying run on board. That's John Arts at first. Van Gorp in scoring position at second. Cole swung out of the shoes. This is lifted. It will stay on the playing surface just inside that left field line and into the glove of the third baseman Mark Blim for the out. Inning not over for the Locos. Opportunity now belongs to Cole Hazelhorst, the catcher. Struck out after a quality at bat in the first. Now 2 for 11 for the season. 18 hits and counting in the GRBL career of this Woodstock, Georgia native. First pitch he sees from Dishman is skied. Locos getting under a lot of balls tonight. Advantage Mets as Schuyler Carter makes the catch for the out. So Jaron Dishman, 3 shutout innings. If his night is done, that is one heck of a return to the GRBL for Dish. 2-0 is the score. Springfield Metropolitans out in front. Back with more right after this.
If you and I knew plumbing, you and I would never need to call United Plumbing, UNITED. But you and I can't fix a pipe or a faucet filled with lime, so we always call United, and they're there right on time. You and I once tried it, then decided to call United, treating you and I the way you and I would want to be. So call United Plumbing, UNITED. United Plumbing.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away.
Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
Stay with Ethan Stenger, and deservedly so for the moment anyway. They do have a couple of men getting warm in the bullpen, Ben Graham and Drew Noble, a pair of right-handers. Justin Lowden continues to warm in the Springfield Metropolitans pen, which tells me business might pick up soon here on baseball night in the Ozarks. But for the moment, Ethan Stenger for the Locos. They trail the Mets 2-0. It'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Springfield in this bottom of the third. That's Jared Brashler, Harrison Waters, and Tyler Rusk. Rance Berger back with you live. flying it home solo the rest of the way tonight, this GRBL Sunday tripleheader. Earlier today, we saw pretty good tussle between the Nixa Suckers and the Moon City Mavericks, in which Nixa prevailed 12-7 behind hot-hitting rookie Ben Wade. So the Suckers improved to 3-2 and have first place squared away in the GRBL South. Then the Ozark Mountain Ducks got a 6-5 victory over the Branson Showmen to improve to 2-3 for the campaign. Game-winning RBI for Kyle Carpenter. Swing and a miss by Jared Brashler as Ethan Stenger started him off with nothing fancy, just a heater. Did its job. 0-1. That's up and out of the zone, about eye level for the flyboy that time. Brashler flew out to left his first time up. 1-1, swung on and chopped. Van Gorp, the Locos' third baseman, up with it. Makes the throw over to first in time. Well, Harrison Waters set off the siren last time up. A 2-run home run is the reason why the Mets have the lead right now. Dirty Harry moves to 7 for 17 for the season. .39 career hits for Harrison Waters. He's hitting .412. He was thinking about another bomb with that cut. But that was a fan, so 0-1. Locos playing him to pull. Instead, this one is pushed into shallow left. A dive by Caleb Cole. He didn't get it. It's a fair ball. A little Texas leaguer of sorts for Harrison Waters, but ultimately that's going to make him 2 for 2 on the night as he stands tall at second base. One down, and opportunity kicks up for the rookie first baseman Tyler Rusk out of Central Methodist University. Played there 17 games in 2015, so it's been a while for Tyler Rusk. Great comeback story as he finds his way onto a ball diamond again. Ethan Stenger starts with the heat low. Rusk has 4 RBIs so far through the first 4 games for the Mets. He's from Sedalia, Missouri. However, he went to nearby Cole Camp High School. Played for the Cole Camp Bluebirds. That was a couple of years at Crowder College down in Neosho. Stenger attacked down again that time. It is 3-0 to Rusk. Swing and a foul ball chopped. So Tyler Rusk, 2012 as a freshman at Crowder. He was college baseball teammates with another GRBL great pitcher, Trey Watson. But that year, 12 for 69, 3 doubles, 11 runs batted in, and he scored 12 times. Appeared in just 7 games as a sophomore before an injury shut him down in 2013. And Rusk's college career pretty well derailed by injury after that. Yes, did have a short run as a junior at Central Methodist in 2015. Never really recovered, never really was quite himself again, but came out and tried out for the GRBL looking every bit the part, and so far he's producing. 3-2 pitch lifted to the shortstop. Caleb Cole is going to haul that in and get the catch for the out. So the runner on second is Waters. 2 outs go on the board, and the Metropolitans skip. Brock Chaffin comes up once again. 5 for 11 now in 2023. He's got a home run, 3 runs batted in. He's scored 3 times. He has also drawn 3 walks. Chaffin seldom takes a swing at a bad pitch. Got gassed up there at the hands of Ethan Stenger. Junior college All-American Brock Chaffin at Longview Community College, who finished out at Missouri State University. Hit .307 in 2012. As a junior, hit .344 with 37 runs batted in. Best year in the GRBL, I would argue, would have been 2020 when the Mets were the runner-up to the Ozark Mountain Ducks. He was 11 for 23 that season. But on pace, perhaps, to do it a little better here in 2023. Looked at a slider for a strike there. Stenger ran one in toward the hands of the left-handed Brock Chaffin, who finds himself down 1-2. 2 outs and a runner on second, bottom of the third. Now a step off. This game just about 1 hour old now. Stenger sets, looks back at Waters, now comes home. Chaffin chops this one into play. The second baseman, Trey Simpson, was out on the outfield grass. He made a great effort. He just won't get it there in time. It's an infield single for Brock Chaffin. Not for lack of trying by Trey Simpson, but nonetheless, first and third for the Mets, and the third inning continues. Third baseman Mark Blem is up next. 4 for 15. Popped out to the second baseman last time. That was actually not a pop out. It was more like a fly out. It's an excellent play by Trey Simpson, as I recall. Conference on the mound for the Locos. They bring the whole infield in for this one, and the pitcher Chris Meza is out of the dugout. Now that is the right-hander Ben Graham getting loose for Republic, so it looks like he would be the guy should the Locos lift Ethan Stenger. And no matter what happens, he's probably coming in the next inning. So Stenger and the rest of the Locos have their marching orders. Mark Blem stands in the right-handed batter's box. 4 for 14 this season. He was 6 for 20 with the Mountain Ducks in 2022. First pitch. Slider ran inside. Ball 1. Stinger's pitch count presently at 57. 1-0, swung on and sent, foul. That's going to get well beyond the seats first base side. Just barely stays in the ballpark. Somebody's going to score a thirsty third inning foul ball. 16 ounces of cold suds. One and one the count to Blem. Just made someone's night. Looked at a slider for a strike there at the knees. Ball and 2 strikes. Ethan Stenger with 2 outs and runners on the corners. Looking to punch out of it here. Blem puts this one way back into center field on the run and hauling it in. Trent Simpson gets the catch and the out. And Ethan Stenger squirms out of that third inning without allowing any more runs. 2-0 is the score. Springfield Metropolitans lead the Republic Locos. We're back with the fourth inning on baseball night in the Ozarks.
I need a change. My workouts are too boring.
Oh, I've got an amazing workout for you. Hot yoga. I've lost weight and I'm more flexible. Try our community classes for only $8.
Sumit's Hot Yoga. You are going to feel awesome.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. Whether you're looking to pay bills or make a big purchase, sometimes you need cash quickly to take that next step. A consumer loan might be a perfect option to help you live well, bank well. Sonia McClendon, one of our branch managers, is here to explain.
Thank you, Nicole. We provide personal consumer loans for almost any purpose, from building your credit to financing that new car. We offer competitive rates, and decisions are made locally so we can get you the money that you need quickly. But what makes our consumer loans unique is that personal touch. For example, I recently worked with a customer to secure a loan for a horse trailer. He could have went elsewhere, but he chose to work with his bank because of that personal relationship that we've built with him. Being able to work with your personal banker that you know and trust makes a big difference.
That's right, because we work with our customers to help them live well, bank well. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
I thought Jaron Dishman was done. I thought wrong. Back to the mound goes Walnut Grove's own. Mrs. Dishman's baby boy is going to give it a go. In the fourth, the Springfield Mets lead the Republic Locos 2-0 in the big story. Yes, he really did tear his MCL week 1. And here we are week 5 with Jaron Dishman on the mound, gutting it out, looking no worse for the wear, really. And here we go, protecting a 2-0 lead is pitched to Trey Simpson as a strike. It will be Trey Simpson, Todd Tolbert, Drew Noble in the top of the fourth for Republic Locos with 2 hits, but no runs to show for them. Trey popped out to first, his first time up. So he's 4 for 12. Looked at one inside, Dish motioning for a strike. He did not get it. It's 2-1. More gas, same result, missing high. Dishman's been working from the first base side of that pitching rubber after he was missing inside a fair bit in the early goings of this game. Foul ball back off the bat of Trey Simpson, and a little hold up here as a loose foul ball sat on the grass. Easter over to get it. He'll go back behind the plate. Buys Dishman a moment to breathe. Back we go. Full count. Dishman's pitch swung on, grounded left side. Murphy, the shortstop, with it. A Herculean throw. Will not get there in time. Infield single, it's got to be for Trey Simpson. The 5th hit of his Grip and Rip Baseball League career. One of those nights where we're seeing balls hit deep into the holes on the infield. And infield singles becoming the thing. 3rd infield single in this ball game. Here's Todd Tolbert, flew out to right. First time up, the native of Fairgrove, Missouri, works for Associated Electric. Swung and missed on a change there. There's a check throw. Pretty nice move out of Dish. And a little pump fake from Tyler Rusk for good measure, but Trey Simpson is safe. Tying run at the plate for Republic, trailing 2-0. Tolbert absolutely strokes one into left. One hop and it's off the wall. Simpson gets the whoa sign. That is a stand-up double. And for those of you paying attention, that is back-to-back games in which 52-year-old Todd Tolbert has mashed doubles to the wall in this cavernous Sky Bacon Stadium. And that comes at a tremendous moment. Nobody out. Locos down by 2, now have the game-tying run in scoring position for Drew Noble. Noble drew a walk first time. Swings at this one. It's grounded right side. It will trickle foul, and Tyler Rusk is there to touch it up. Nothing in one to Noble. Crowds in. He's a big dude in a league full of big dudes. Calls Aurora, Missouri home now. Counts even, 1-1. Closed right-handed stance for Drew Noble. Goes the other way. It's tailing down. That is fair down the right field line. Simpson scores easily. Tolbert runs marathons, so the run from second to home was no problem, and we are tied. Drew Noble evens the score for the Republic Locos with a 2 RBI double. Taking what is given and sends one the opposite way down the right field line. All knotted up, 2-2. And it's not over yet. Still nobody out for the Locos, who have the go-ahead run in scoring position. Chandler Maples sends a single into left. They will hold Noble at third, but Maples loves himself a first pitch fastball, and you can see why. He absolutely feasted on that. And with a fire burning, the Springfield Mets are going to send their bench coach, Chandler Veet, out to have a word with the right-hander, Jaron Dishman. The whole infield comes in for this mound visit. That is now 4 consecutive hits strung together for the Republic Locos in this 4th inning. Now Justin Lowden has come out, and that will be it for Jaron Dishman. Well, my goodness. That's one way to come back from a torn MCL. I know he's not too happy with what just transpired in the 4th, but 3 shutout innings for Jaron Dishman, and he will yield to Justin Lowden with the bases loaded. So it's a Henry's Towing pitching change for the Springfield Metropolitans. The rub here for Springfield is that they did send Jaron Dishman out to start the 4th, and so that means any pitcher for the Springfield Metropolitans from this point forward, Lowden included, will be restricted to no more than 3 innings of work. So they can't just use Lowden to get out of this inning and then give the ball to Clay Murphy for the rest of the night. They're going to have to use somebody else. Could see Chris Matlock for certain. He's down in the dugout. He has been the Mets starter from week 2 onward. In addition to Matlock and Murphy, Metropolitans also have Mark Blem, who could pitch. Ben Hammett can pitch. Heck, ask Harrison Waters. He was a pitcher in college. Why not? So the cupboard not bare, just a rule coming into play, the innings restriction for the Metropolitans. Let's tell you about Justin Lowden. Wears number 15, a right-hander out of Lebanon, Missouri. By day, he works for Tracker Marine, helping to assemble Ranger boats. Has a second job where he works for a company that does security at clubs, predominantly at Lake of the Ozarks. When he's not doing that, he's on a golf course as often as he can be, and is pretty fair golfer by all accounts I've heard. Full disclosure, I've never actually seen it myself, but I have it on good authority. Old Fruit Snacks can play pretty well. And the nickname, of course, well, it's because Justin Lowden is known for carrying gummy fruit candies in his pocket of his baseball pants at all times. Matter of fact, I think he just got one out and popped one into his mouth right there as he walks up to the rubber. Justin Fruit Snacks Lowden, living into the name, savoring the flavor. Runners on the corners in a tie ball game. Daryl Neighbors, the batter for Republic, 0 for 1 on the night. So the runner on third is Noble. The runner at first is Maples, and Maples is going to take off. Easter fakes the throw, looked down, drew Noble back to third base. Smart stuff from Chandler Maples, a high IQ steal, betting on Michael Easter not to make the throw to second base and risk the go-ahead run coming across. So 2-2, nobody out. Locos with 2 men on in scoring position. Loudon's pitch to Neighbors. Fastball high, 2-0. So Daryl Neighbors works by day, a medical assistant for Missouri State University. Worked for Mercy Springfield for a number of years before that. Looked at a Steerike. It's 3-1 for Daryl. Native of Cedarville, Arkansas, who now resides in Springfield, Missouri. 34-year-old rookie. Loudon threw him a curve that didn't bend at all, and so Neighbors draws the walk. Avoided wearing that one on his chin. And now the bases are loaded. Back to the top of the order. It's Trent Simpson. Simpson 0 for 2 tonight. It's not been the 2023 season he envisioned, I think. After putting up a .485 average as a rookie a season ago. Trent looked at a strike there. Snacks, nods, kicks, deals. Missed with an off-speeder outside to the lefty. Counts even. Trent back in, likes to sort of dangle the bat over the strike zone 3 times before he loads into his stance. Two balls and a strike, nobody out, bases loaded in a tie ball game in the top of the 4th. Another off-speeder from Lowden missed. Well, Ben Graham has been warming in the Locos pen for quite some time. I would think he's plenty warm by now. But Republic rallying in the 4th. Next pitch to Simpson, reached out and spoiled it foul back. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The count is full and the bases are juiced. Lowden loads up and uncorks one. Inside, he walked him, and the Locos lead 3-2. Drew Noble touches the plate. Back-to-back walks for Republic. And yes, you do get an RBI when that happens. So, attababy Trent Simpson, his first RBI of 2023. Gives Republic the lead. Here's a mound visit for the Mets. Second time this inning. Chandler Veet has gone out to have a chat. Man's getting his steps in. Ben Van Gorp will be the batter. He has reached safely twice tonight. A walk and an infield single for BVG. Van Gorp, 4 for 14. 3 runs batted in, and opportunity kicking down the door right here, right now. Oof. Took a cut with big intent, did Van Gorp. That's a strike. And now Chris Matlock, a right-hander, getting warm in the Springfield pen. Not wasting a lot of time between tosses. Van Gorp swung and missed. It's 0-2. Ball got away from the catcher Easter, but nothing doing in the way of passed balls as the runners stay put. So Chris Matlock, a slider pitcher, understand might have done something to a finger on his throwing hand. So that could have been the reason why we see Lowden and not Matlock in this situation. Van Gorp goes down on strikes. So Justin Lowden, after walking in the go-ahead run, bows his neck and strikes out BVG. Still got a lot of woods to walk through as John Arts strides toward home plate. Big country, 0 for 1, flew out to left, drew a walk in the third. Looking to pump up the on-base percentage and get a ribby here. Republic now with 6 hits in this ball game. 4 of them have come here in the 4th inning. Lowden fires. Curveball, no. Lowden again missing outside against the lefty. 3 balls, no strikes. 1 down. Bases loaded. Back with a slider for a strike. Check that. That was a 4-seam fastball. It's 3-1. Kicks and deals to Arts, who swings. This is going to be chopped foul just outside of that first base line into the glove of Tyler Rusk. So runners will reset. Lowden and Arts will reset as well. So Justin Lowden has battled back from 3-0 to work it full against the batter John Arts. Winds and fires. It's in the dirt. Arts draws the walk, and Chandler Maples scores. It is 4-2. Locos. That'll bring up Caleb Cole. He's got to be loving his chance here with the bases chucked and 1 down. That's in. It gets away from the catcher Easter. Passed ball. A diving slide by Daryl Neighbors head first, and it is 5-2 for Republic. Other Locos runners advance as well. So the lead now 3 runs. Matlock continuing to warm in the pen for the Mets. Ben Graham just has paced himself and is now just kind of hanging out in the pen for Republic as this 4th inning rally continues. 5 runs have gone on the board. Locos now lead it 5-2. Lowden has a word with the baseball. Counts 2-0 to Caleb Cole. Breaking ball up the middle. Base hit for Caleb Cole. An RBI. They're going to go for 2 here. Play at the plate. No. Arts is safe. 2 RBIs for Caleb Cole, who's going to take off and advance for third. A head-first slide. And Cole stands tall at third, bringing two more across for Republic. They lead 7-2. Great piece of hitting there. Caleb Cole saw it and drove it right back up the middle. 7-2 the score now, and Caleb Cole is on third base for Cole Hazelhorst. Cole flew out to center last time. Still one out. 1-0 pitch. Ooh, breaking ball in. Not enough break to come back over the plate. Two balls, no strikes. Lowden's next offering, that's what he was looking for. That caught the zone, a little confidence builder there, and it's 2 balls and a strike. That ran him in. So an explosion here in the fourth. It is what we call the big one. 7 runs and counting for the Locos. 3-1 to Hazelhorst. Swung on and missed. We saw Lowden talk to the baseball. Cole Hazelhorst just talked to himself in a big way. After swinging and missing at strike 2. Here comes the payoff. Swung on, lifted in the air to right field. Harrison Waters has caught it. Caleb Cole tags up from third. And no problem for a guy with those sorts of wheels. It is 8-2 for the Locos. Not a hit, but a sacrifice fly RBI for Cole Hazelhorst. 8-2, the Republic advantage. And the Locos have batted around here in the fourth. This is Trey Simpson for the second time in this fourth inning. He got it started with an infield single, and that set off a firestorm. A double from Tolbert, a 2 RBI double from Noble, a single from Maples, walks to Neighbors and Trent Simpson. Van Gorp struck out, then John Arts drew a walk. Caleb Cole hit himself an RBI single, and then we just saw the sac fly from Hazelhorst. That's a busy inning. That's an 8-run inning. Trey Simpson watched that one go by, a slider for a strike. Ball and a strike, another slider makes the count 1-2. So if you're Justin Lowden, you're just trying to get out of this inning on any sort of positive note that you can. 1-2. Got him looking. Lowden walks off the mound, but significant damage has most certainly occurred. The Republic Locos score 8 in the top of the fourth. It is now 8-2. Republic out in front. Mets will look to respond after this.
Support local, give local. We hear it all the time, and when it comes to blood donation, there's an easy way to make sure your gift is being used in your community. Donors with Community Blood Center of the Ozarks provide every drop of blood, platelets, and convalescent plasma to patients in over 40 area hospitals. How do I know why that's important? Because my youngest daughter, Joselina, is alive today thanks to local blood donors. Find out how you can help at cbco.org. Local donors, local patients. That's the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks difference.
Do you ever wake up and feel like you're already out of energy?
I haven't felt that way since I started doing yoga.
You do yoga?
Every morning. Best change I've ever made.
Try our community classes for only $8.
Sumit's hot yoga. You are gonna feel awesome!
thought we were going to get Ben Graham. Instead, it's Ethan Stenger back out to work for the Republic Locos. I guess things have changed. Well, yes, of course they have. It's 8-2. It was a little bit different when Stenger was operating at a 2-0 deficit, but now he's got a 6-run cushion to work with. Ben Graham, well, at least he has company, as the backup catcher Darryl Neighbors has gone out to join him in the Republic pen. Mets pen, meanwhile, has gone quiet. They're going to concentrate on looking for offense. It'll be Clay Murphy, Ben Hammett, and then Justin Lowden's position in the order for Springfield. See if they stick with Lowden. Do they go ahead and enter Chris Matlock? Do they do something else I haven't even thought of? That's why I'm up here and those guys are down there. So here's Clay Murphy. Flew out to the shortstop Caleb Cole first time. So 0 for 1 tonight. 6 for 17 for the campaign. Clay Murphy. Looked at that one eye level for ball 1. In the off-season, Murph went to work for Marucci Clubhouse Midwest in Zone 1 training, got out of the insurance adjustment game and into the baseball game on a full-time basis. So a little career move for Murph. He's been enjoying it. He was the commissioner of the Show Me Collegiate League in the summer of 2023. Lifts this one. Oh, handled by the shortstop Cole. The rangy Caleb Cole likes to play heels to the grass most of the time anyway. Way back in the hole, and it paid off there. As for the second time, Caleb Cole gets the better of Clayton Murphy tonight. This will bring up Ben Hammett, struck out looking last time on a 3-2 pitch. So Hammett trying to break out of a slump. Looked at a strike there. Defensively, he's been outstanding for the Mets, and that's why he's still in the lineup where he is. Hitting in the 8th spot, 0-1. Make that 1-1. But Ben, the rest of the Mets would like to see him find his way on base tonight, especially considering the score 8-2 in the Locos' favor. Hammett checked it. Locos appeal, no he did not. Check that, 2-1. Next offering from Stenger. Sort of aimed at Hammett's ear hole, but he ducked out of the way. So 3-1 for the 45-year-old kid out of Rose Hill, Kansas. Got on that one, upstairs, back over the net it goes. One hop, off the front of the press box, back down. Now ricocheting, somebody's going to work hard for 50 cents. Kid in the Springfield Mets cap tracked it down. 3-2 once more to Hammett. Swing and a miss. Ethan Stenger got him swinging that time. Down on strikes goes Ben Hammett for the second out. And the Mets will stick with Justin Lowden. Flew it into an error by the center fielder last time. Did fruit snacks, so 2 for 7 for the campaign. Had 6 hits in 2021 as a member of the Moon City Mavericks on the way to winning the Howard Bell Trophy Championship. .1-0 pitch swung on, fouled off. That's into that 50-cent foul ball territory for somebody on the first base side. 1-1. Oh, bouncer. Nobody on, so no consequence for the catcher Cole Hazelhorst, other than pride, I suppose. Temperature has dropped as the sun has come down. We are now at 67 degrees here in Ozark. So about a 7-degree dip from the 74 that it was when this one started. 10 degrees off the afternoon high of 77. But skies are clear, and that should allow temps to cool. We expect it to be down around 62 by the time this one is done. Lowden down looking on strikes. Back-to-back Ks for Ethan Stenger, and so he's thrown 3 consecutive scoreless innings. Locos lead 8-2. Back with more Grip and Rip baseball right after this.
Redline Athletics is the Ozarks' #1 youth sports performance training center. Redline uses the latest in technology, equipment, and techniques to help kids ages 8 to 18 prepare for competition in all sports, with our #1 goal to make them a better athlete first. Redline Athletics now offers team training. Bring your full squad in for workouts with our professional staff and boost their speed, strength, agility, and skills. Train like a pro at Redline Athletics, located in Southeast Springfield, just off James River Freeway in South Glenstone.
You know the meaning of dedication. The early mornings and the late nights spent pursuing your dream. The commitment and passion to turn those dreams into reality. That spirit of dedication is why Central Bank is always there, working behind the scenes, helping you navigate those twists and turns in your journey with solutions that are tailored to meet your business needs. Central Bank. We do business better.
Top of the 5th, Republic Locos on top of the Springfield Metropolitans, 8-2. Justin Lowden stays in the game to pitch for the Springfield Mets. He will face the 7, 8, and 9 hitters this inning for Republic. That's Todd Tolbert, Drew Noble, Chandler Maples. The Todd father, 1 for 2 on the night with a double that was absolutely hammered off the wall in left center field. This game about an hour and 37 minutes old as it stands. A long 4th inning, but that happens when a team bats around as the Locos did. One-0 to Tolbert. Slider for a strike. 1-1 for the Todd father. Brushed back. Fooled by the slider. So 1-2. Todd thought he might get to wear one on the lead elbow there instead. Counts back even 2-2 as Lowden bounced one off the catcher's foot. So next week, September 24th, it's a Sunday. It's another GRBL Sunday triple header. Tolbert looked at ball 3. At high noon, the Springfield Metropolitans play the Moon City Mavericks. At 3 o'clock, these Republic Locos will be in action against the Branson Showmen. And then at 6, a pretty good tussle on tap on baseball night in the Ozarks. A couple of teams who recorded victories today. It's the Ozark Mountain Ducks at the Nixa Suckers. Tolbert draws a walk, so he's on with nobody out for Drew Noble. Noble blasted a 2 RBI double in that big 4th that tied the ball game at that point and really kick-started the party for Republic. Which led to an avalanche of runs by the top half of the Locos order. Noble ahead 2-0 now, as Lowden has run him low and in twice. That was a slider for a steer Ike. And that is a good example of what Justin Lowden can be when he is on. 2-1, swung on, grounded to the shortstop. Murphy with it for the Mets. Throw to Hammett in time. Throw to first is offline, so Noble's going to reach first base safely and then get second because the baseball wound up in the seats on the first base side. So a 6-4 fielder's choice, and then E4 charge to the Mets second baseman. That is why Drew Noble stands tall at second base with one down. Here's Chandler Maples, 1 for 1 tonight. Single and a walk to his credit. So he's 2 for 7 for the season. Native of Clever, Missouri. Worked as a wildlife scientist before he was hired on to teach in the Clever School District. Has a degree in biology. 1-0, swung on and missed. That's from Missouri State University. Still keeps up with everything the Bears do in most sports, Chandler Maples. Oh, that hit him. So Chandler Maples has singled, he has walked, and now he's getting first base the hard way by getting plunked in the ribs. So Maples is on. That's men on first and second for Republic, and sort of deja vu all over again for Justin Lowden here in the 5th. Locos lead this one 8-2. And it is a pinch hitter for Republic. This is John Bortz. I expected to see Bortz enter as a pitcher, and that very well might happen before the night is done, but first we're going to see him bat, and the first thing we see him do is get his hips back out of the way of a fastball Lowden ran in. John Bortz out of Joplin, Missouri, 1 for 3 for the season. A hit, a walk, a strikeout, a run scored. Native of Portage, Wisconsin, who played college baseball at the University of Wisconsin La Crosse. Lowden sets and delivers. Slider, no. .30. Lowden's pitch to Bortz is inside. He walked him. Now time is called as the Mets shortstop Clay Murphy is going to go have a word with his teammate. Michael Easter, the catcher, is going to go join this. Not sure if this is something specific about Trent Simpson or if this is a discussion of something overall related to Justin Lowden's mental game. Perhaps a little bit of both. So Trent Simpson has flown out to the center fielder Schuyler Carter twice. We haven't heard much from the Mets outfielders in a while. They're still out there. Brashler, Carter, Waters. One of the best defenses in the GRBL in a league full of good outfielders. It's a wild pitch. It gets away from the catcher, Michael Easter. Drew Noble slides across. He's safe, and it's 9-2 for the Locos. Noble capitalizing on the wild pitch. So he's across, 9-2, the Republic advantage, and now Chris Matlock returns to the Springfield bullpen, getting warm a second time. Grounder to the second baseman, Hammett, who handles that and gets Simpson, but Maples is able to come across safely and score for Republic, and so they now lead 10-2. An 8-run advantage for Republic. Here's Ben Van Gorp. 1 for 2 now. An infield single, a strikeout, and a walk that came way back in the first inning. Slider for a strike. So Republic has got Ben Graham. There's no way on earth he's not ready to come into the game right now. They've also got right-hander Todd Tolbert getting warm. Here's a swing and a grounder to the third baseman, Blem. Up with it, fires. No, it does not go into the glove of the first baseman, Tyler Rusk. So Bortz scores for the Locos. It is 11-2. And BVG stands tall at second base out of that. So we're going to go E6, or check that E5, my apologies. E5 to the third baseman. 11-2. Batter is John, no, check that. This is Jacob Wright, pinch hitting for John Arts. So what we've got here is a 9-run advantage for the Locos. It's a wild pitch. Van Gorp advances. So he's at third. Walks, wild pitches, errors, hit batsman. It's all coming apart for Springfield in this fifth. One pitch. Jacob Wright looked at a slider for a strike. One, two. Oh, that hit him. Second time Lowden has hit a guy here in the fifth inning. Lowden looked over at the dugout as if expecting someone to come and get him. No one came, so he's staying in, and it's Caleb Cole in the cleanup spot. Caleb Cole smacked a massive RBI single in the fourth. He is 2 for 3 this evening. So he's now 4 for 14 for the campaign, bringing the average up. And yes, of course, the Republic Locos will tell you they needed a win over the Springfield Metropolitans, but the game within the game, Caleb Cole would tell you he needed a multi-hit day. He's got it already. Thirsty for more in this scenario. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Top of the fifth. 11-2 is the score. The Republic Locos lead. Justin Lowden looks over at the runner at third. Now comes home with a slider for a strike. And he's ahead 0-2 against GRBL Hall of Famer Caleb Cole. Nothing in 2. Check throw. Caught stealing. They ring up Jacob Wright over at first. So the inning, or the top of the fifth rather, ends for the Locos. They put 3 more on the board, taking advantage of the Mets' misfortune. And Republic leads this one 11-2. Mets with a chance to respond in some form or fashion right after this.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away.
Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
You know the meaning of dedication. The early mornings and the late nights spent pursuing your dream. The commitment and passion to turn those dreams into reality. That spirit of dedication is why Central Bank is always there, working behind the scenes, helping you navigate those twists and turns in your journey with solutions that are tailored to meet your business needs. Central Bank, we do business better.
It's a Henry's towing pitching change for the Republic Locos. They call on the right-hander from Fair Play, Missouri, 34-year-old farmer Ben Graham. On the hill, Ben Graham, the former Washington Nationals farmhand, has pitched 2 innings so far in 2023 for Republic. No earned runs, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. He has thrown a whopping total of 16 pitches. 13 of those were strikes. So Ben Graham went to Emporia State University and played in the MIAA, that's the NCAA Division II level. Then he signed out of college with the Class A affiliate of the Washington Nationals. Started out with the Low A Vermont Lake Monsters in the New York Penn League back when the NYP was part of affiliated baseball. Last played affiliated ball for the Hagerstown Suns in the South Atlantic. All of that inside the Washington Nationals system. So his career pitching numbers in affiliated baseball: 87 innings, a 3.31 earned run average across 58 games. He allowed 84 hits, struck out 64, and walked 23. Chris Meza had high hopes when he selected Ben Graham. He's struggled a little bit with some arm soreness here in 2023. But here's a nice chance to get the train back on the tracks, so to speak. Graham starts Michael Easter off with a strike on the inner half. Probably a fewer fastballs than Ben Graham threw as a younger man, but he's got a slider and a change in the arsenal as well. He's quickly ahead here, 0-2. And this is what has impressed me about Ben Graham from the jump since he came in a year ago with the Nixa Suckers. More often than not, he throws first pitch strikes, and he's just good at hitting the zone. Simple as that. Easter swings and grounds this one foul into the Locos dugout, third base side. So Graham spent much of his post-baseball life living in Kansas, although he and his wife Janae bought a farm in Fair Play. He got involved in a little bit of coaching in the Midwest Mavericks youth organization, and that is how he heard grip and rip baseball was a thing. 0-2. Actually had a great story. He was the very last player to sign up for tryouts in 2022. It literally occurred sometime in the 11 p.m. hour the night before tryouts. Graham would later describe to me that perhaps a couple of brewskis had been consumed when he filled out the online form. He gets Michael Easter on strikes. Back to the top of the order go the Metropolitans, and the road gets a little steeper for Graham. It's Schuyler Carter, the league's all-time leader in hits, walks into the left-handed batter's box. Carter tonight 0 for 1, drew a walk in the first, grounded out to the first baseman, second time up. First pitch he sees is a fastball high. So Carter is now 5 for 9 for the campaign. He has drawn 4 walks. Carter was behind that one, swung so hard his helmet came off his head. excitement dials up a notch when Ben Graham toes the rubber. Ball and a strike to Schuyler Carter. Miss down and away. 3 hits for the Mets tonight, 2 runs to show for them. Down by 9 in the bottom of the 5th. That's a miss out for the pitcher Ben Graham. It's now 3-1. Hope I didn't jinx him. Oh, that ran in and caught Carter on his front arm. So the right arm of Schuyler Carter hit by the pitch. And with that, the speedy Schuyler Carter is aboard. We'll see if he elects to test Ben Graham and try to steal. Jared Brashler stands in here, 0 for 2 tonight. Commercial pilot who now lives in Ozark, Missouri, originally from Branson. Spent his high school years in Bolivar, Missouri. Fastball there. Hazelhorst is going to try a pick throw down to first. Carter gets back. Jacob Wright playing first for the Locos now, and they also have John Bortz out in right field. Slider from Ben Graham got Jared Brashler to miss. 0-2 to the flyboy. Brashler back in, right-handed batter's box. Has the right foot all the way back on the line. Graham comes set from the chest. That was another slider. That was a ball. And then another pick attempt from the catcher Cole Hazelhorst. A good idea as Jacob Wright got the tag applied about half a second after Carter returned to first base. So 1-2 for Brash. Graham looks back at Carter twice, then comes home. He struck him out looking. Down on strikes goes Jared Brashler. Second strikeout this inning for Ben Graham. And here comes the home run hitter, Harrison Waters. No, check that. It's going to be a pinch hitter. Josh Wilbanks, the United States Marine Corps veteran out of Douglasville, Texas, is going to be the batter. Facing Graham here, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Runner goes. Wilbanks grounds this one to second base right in time for Trey Simpson to field it and stand on the bag. The unassisted fielder's choice. Weird sequence, a little bit unlucky there for Josh Wilbanks and Schuyler Carter and the Mets. So the score remains the same. 11-2. Republic Locos out in front of the Springfield Mets. We go to the 6th after this.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. Whether you're looking to pay bills or make a big purchase, sometimes you need cash quickly to take that next step. A consumer loan might be a perfect option to help you live well, bank well. Sonia McClendon, one of our branch managers, is here to explain.
Thank you, Nicole. We provide personal consumer loans for almost any purpose, from building your credit to financing that new car. We offer competitive rates, and decisions are made locally so we can get you the money that you need quickly. But what makes our consumer loans unique is that personal touch. For example, I recently worked with a customer to secure a loan for a horse trailer. He could have went elsewhere, but he chose to work with his bank because of that personal relationship that we've built with him. Being able to work with your personal banker that you know and trust makes a big difference.
That's right, because we work with our customers to help them live well, bank well. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
Well, it's a Henry's towing pitching change for the Springfield Metropolitans, who say, oh, you've got a guy who played in A-ball? Well, so do we. Chris Matlock coming on to throw for the Springfield Metropolitans. An All-American at Central Missouri State University, who was then the Daktronics Pitcher of the Year. As a collegian, he was then selected by the Texas Rangers in the Major League Baseball entry draft. That occurred in 2009. Played for Low A Spokane up in Washington State that year. 3 saves, held opponents to a .208 average. And then in 2010, suffered a rotator cuff injury when he was in spring training at the AA level with the Frisco Rough Riders, and was very unceremoniously released by the Texas Rangers post-injury. The way he once described it to me, he said, yeah, the Texas Rangers believe in a lot of things that Nolan Ryan believes in, and that was a lot of long toss, and for a sidearm slider guy like myself, just didn't bode well for taking care of the arm. So, torn rotator cuff ended the professional career of Chris Matlock, but his grip and rip career would begin in style in 2017. Let's tell you, flash forward here to 2023. He has pitched 13 innings, allowed 5 earned runs on 18 hits, has 11 strikeouts to 2 walks, and he has hit 1 batter. It's a 3.46 ERA for Chris Matlock headed into tonight's game. First batter he sees is Caleb Cole, who rips this one foul, third base side, makes the count 1-1. So Caleb, as I said in the last inning, 2 for 3 tonight. Couple of singles and a run batted in. This is grounded to third. Blim up with it for the Mets. The throw brought Rusk off the bag, and then Caleb Cole got that white helmet right under the tag from the black glove of Tyler Rusk, and he dove into first base safely. He will not be scored with a hit there. They're going to E5. Because it was the throw from third base that brought Tyler Rusk off of the bag and out of position to make the play. 0-1 to Cole Hazelhurst. Matlock's pitch is a slider. The Horst way under it. The catcher, Robert Fackrell, back. He's not going to have a chance. That's just over the net and out of play. So it's a full battery swap for the Mets. Robert Fackrell has come on for Michael Easter. Jerry Kelly also into the game, playing second base. And I do believe they're also using Josh Wilbanks in right. Yes, they are. Oh-2. Big chase there by Hazelhurst at a Chris Matlock slider. He's out. 1 down. Trey Simpson is 1 for 3. Infield single in the 4th. Runner goes. Fackrell fires. That was a nice attempt on Caleb Cole, but Caleb safe. Working around the tag from his counterpart Clay Murphy. We'll do 0-1 here. Slider lifted into right. Wilbanks charging in. He won't get it on the fly. Fields it on the hop. It's a single for Trey Simpson out into right field, and it advances Caleb Cole to third base. Well, Wilbanks gave chase valiantly. Just also did well not to let the baseball get behind him. We've seen a lot of times this year where outfielders are diving, coming up empty-handed, and then it is their team that pays the price on the scoreboard. So Josh Wilbanks, maybe not the flashy play, but the high IQ play. 0-1 for the Todd father, who looked at a slider for a strike. Todd 1 for 2 with a double and a walk. Looked at a curve there. Runner is going to go. Simpson taking advantage of a slow throw back from the catcher to the pitcher's mound. Swipe second base without incident. So second and third for the Locos, leading by 9. Tolbert out in front of the slider. Chuckles to himself at the sheer nastiness of it all from Chris Matlock. But disappointment as well for Tolbert, who was having himself a big night up until that happened. So Ben Graham entered the game as a pitcher, is now going to take some hacks here. He is actually in the designated hitter's position in the order, Drew Noble. So Noble gets parked for Ben Graham. Former Washington Nationals farmhand is 0 for 1 for the campaign. OBP, however, 500, aided by a walk. Pitchers are the best athletes, they say. Graham lifts this one into shallow right, tailing down, foul. Rusk, Wilbanks, and Kelly all chased it. They all got to watch it bounce out in front of the clubhouse there that sits beyond the seats in foul territory on the first base side. One and two for Ben Graham. Matlock kicks and delivers another slider. Graham was ready for it. Shakes his head. He saw it well. Just got under it. Fouled it back. So we'll do the 1-2 again. Matlock delivers. Was that a honest-to-goodness fastball? I think it was. It was low. 2-2. So Chris doing his part to keep his counterpart Ben Graham guessing a little bit. Deuce is wild. Matlock's offering is a slider. He struck him out. Chris Matlock. 3 strikeouts in the 6th inning on behalf of the Springfield Metropolitans. And the score remains Republic 11, Springfield 2. We are back with the bottom of the 6th. Right after this, it is Grip and Rip Baseball. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. Whether you're looking to pay bills or make a big purchase, sometimes you need cash quickly to take that next step. A consumer loan might be a perfect option to help you live well, bank well. Sonia McClendon, one of our branch managers, is here to explain.
Thank you, Nicole. We provide personal consumer loans for almost any purpose, from building your credit to financing that new car. We offer competitive rates, and decisions are made locally so we can get you the money that you need quickly. But what makes our consumer loans unique is that personal touch. For example, I recently worked with a customer to secure a loan for a horse trailer. He could have went elsewhere, but he chose to work with his bank because of that personal relationship that we've built with him. Being able to work with your personal banker that you know and trust makes a big difference.
That's right, because we work with our customers to help them live well, bank well. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
Bottom of the 6th, the Republic Locos lead the Springfield Metropolitans 11-2, turning what we expected to be a GRBL North barn burner into a laugher. Earlier today, it was the Nixa Suckers snapping out of a skid and getting a 12-7 victory over the Moon City Mavericks. With that, Nixa improved to 3-2 and is holding down first position in the GRBL South Division. It was the Ozark Mountain Ducks getting a 6-5 victory over the Branson Showmen in a GRBL South Division tilt in the 3 o'clock game. With that, Ozark improves to 2-3, Branson drops to 2-3, and Ozark switches places with the Showmen. So the Mountain Ducks now in second place in the South, a game back of Nixa. showmen fall into the basement. Same win-loss records as the Mountain Ducks, but the deficit falls in the head-to-head category, which is the next thing we measure when it comes to the league standings. Moon City down at 2-3 with losses to Republic, Ozark, and Nixa. Or check that head-to-head criteria, actually, over Republic and Ozark. My mistake. Republic with a win tonight would improve to 3-2 and would even things up with the Springfield Metropolitans when it comes to head-to-head. Get it? Got it? Good. Ben Graham's first pitch to Tyler Rusk is a ball down. Rusk tonight 0 for 2, reached on an error. Flew out to the shortstop Caleb Cole. Wild pitch, but nothing doing. 2-0. Rusk sets up. Graham working from the stretch. Kicks and delivers. That was a strike at the letters. So Graham may have found a little something, ditching the wind for a stretch delivery. 2-1 pitch to Rusk. Swung on and missed. Rusk went over the top. So we're all even here, 2-2. Score far from even. Locos 11, Metropolitans 2, largely aided by Republic's outburst of 8 runs in the top of the 4th inning. This, the bottom of the 6th. Deuces up for Tyler Rusk. Graham comes set from just below the chin. Same pitch, swing and a miss. It's a strikeout for Ben Graham. Down goes Rusk. 3 strikeouts for Ben Graham. Only base runner he's allowed thus far came by way of a hit batsman. It was Schuyler Carter he hit in the 5th. So Robert Fackrell bats in Brock Chaffin's number 5 position in the order. Fackrell 2 for 12 for the season. Watches one go wild and out. 2 for 12 with 2 runs batted in. Robert Fackrell has long, glorious hair in that photograph up on the scoreboard. However, that hair was cut off. Rob changed jobs. Went to work in the commercial kitchen of the Dolly Parton Stampede in Branson, Missouri, and one condition of employment was that the hair had to go. But Fackrell's been in the restaurant game for quite a while. He was running the kitchens at Black Sheep before making the move to the Stampede. And undoubtedly a well-thought move on his part. If he was willing to cut the hair, I'm sure the compensation that came with that made it worth his while. 2-1 pitch to Fackrell. One of the most genuinely fun-loving guys in the GRBL. But make no mistake, a serious competitor all the same. 3 balls and a strike. Graham comes home. There's a strike on the outer half. Rob wanted that out. The man in charge, Cole Gilpin, not having that. So 3-1. Whoa, big grip lock for Ben Graham. Cole Hazelhorse did all he could just to hang on to that thing, but Robert Fackrell absolutely taking the walk. On the pitch outside, so he's aboard for Mark Blem, and the Metropolitans gonna have to bite, scratch, and claw for whatever they can get. Trailing by 9 runs. 1 down in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch to Blim, swung on, grounded. Oh, some backspin, but a nice adjustment. Graham gave up on the ball, and then Jacob Wright called him off. Graham then covered the bag, and it's a 3-1. Big athleticism there on display, and how about Jacob Wright making a nice adjustment all the same? Yes, a 3-1 ground out in the books, but I promise you that one was not easy. Runner Fackrell does advance safely to second base, and so he is in scoring position for Clay Murphy, who has lined out to the shortstop Caleb Cole twice tonight. 0 for 2. Looked at a strike there from Graham. Bullpens have gone quiet for both clubs, although that could be because the next man up for the Locos is John Bortz, and he's playing right field right now. Two down, runner on second, ball and a strike for Murph. Graham will go from up by his face. Ooh, ran that one way in. Murphy got the legs back and out of the way. Back in we go. 2 balls and a strike. Graham sent a fastball. This is grounded right side. Trey Simpson, the second baseman, running and throwing with his momentum, all carrying him to his left, but adjusts well and put the throw right on the button for Jacob Wright for the out. So another donut on the board for pitcher Ben Graham for the Locos. They lead this one 11-2. We go to the stretch inning. It is the Grip and Rip Baseball League, and it's live and free right here all season long on our YouTube channel.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away. Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
You know the meaning of dedication. The early mornings and the late nights spent pursuing your dream. The commitment and passion to turn those dreams into reality. That spirit of dedication is why Central Bank is always there, working behind the scenes, helping you navigate those twists and turns in your journey with solutions that are tailored to meet your business needs. Central Bank, we do business better.
Springfield Mets stick with Chris Matlock as we go to inning number 7. Matlock faced 5 batters in the 6th, struck out 3 of them. He is scheduled to face Chandler Maples, John Bortz, and Trent Simpson. Todd Tolbert up and throwing again in the Locos pen. Ben Graham with 1 inning of eligibility left under the GRBL's inning restriction rules. This is Matlock's 2nd inning of work on the night. Maples swung and missed at a slider. He's behind 0-2. He's definitely seen Chris Matlock before. That doesn't mean it gets any easier. Oof, down on strikes he goes. That drops Chandler Maples to 1 for 2 on the night, and that is the first time he has not reached safely. Going to bring up John Bortz, who drew a walk his first time up. Let's see what the 42-year-old kid from Portage, Wisconsin can do this time by. Reached out and swung at a slider, did Bortz. 0-1. John Bortz, father of 4, all boys. Sure things never ever get out of hand in the Bortz household. 1-1. Swinging a chopper foul. Bortz hit it off the front of his own dugout, and the ball caroms out into foul territory down that left field line. Matlock kicks and deals. Another slider, another chaser. Down goes Bortz. That is now 5 strikeouts for Chris Matlock. Chris came into this game 110 Ks for his career. That's now up to 115. So his season total now at 16 and counting. Trent Simpson will try to avoid being Matlock's next victim. He has worked himself ahead 2-0. Trent tonight, a couple of RBIs, doesn't have a hit though. One came on a walk, one came by way of a ground out. .30 pitch. Ball 4. Sort of a ho-hum walk issued by Chris Matlock there. Bring up Ben Van Gorp. He's been on base every which way but loose tonight. A walk, an infield single, a strikeout, and then he reached on an error last time up. So officially 1 for 3 on the night is BVG. Makes him 4 for 17 on the season. .10 pitch, slider, no. Two and 0 to Van Gorp. Sat back for the slider and got under it. Mark Blem, the third baseman, camps out. And he makes the catch. It is 7th inning stretch time, and in the Grip and Rip Baseball League, the 7th inning stretch is always brought to you by Sumit's Hot Yoga. At Sumit's Hot Yoga, you are going to feel awesome.
I need to change. My workouts are too boring.
Oh, I've got an amazing workout for you. Hot Yoga. I've lost weight and I'm more flexible.
Try our community classes for only $8. Sumit's Hot Yoga. You are going to feel awesome.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away. Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
Towing pitching change for the Republic Locos. 2 scoreless innings by Ben Graham. Hit a batter, walked a batter, but didn't give up a hit, and he struck out 3, so a fine outing for the farmer from Fairplay, but he will yield to the 52-year-old kid from Fair Grove, the Todd father, Todd Tolbert. Old number 5 has pitched 2 innings thus far in 2023. He's allowed nothing in the way of earned runs, 1 hit, 2 walks, and a hit batsman. Todd, one of those guys for situations like this one, likes to get out the mop on occasion and eat some innings. Mechanically sound is the Todd father. Doesn't quite have blow it by you pace on anything anymore, but he can work crafty, can serve up his share of ground balls. Taking a look around the infield, Locos stay with Jacob Wright. They have moved Ben Graham to second base. How about that? So it's Jacob Wright at first, Ben Graham at second, still Caleb Cole at short, and Van Gorp at third base. Maples is in left. Trent Simpson is the center fielder, and John Bortz is in right. In the Springfield Mets bullpen, Clay Murphy, a right-hander, is getting warm. This game in danger, however, of incurring the GRBL's 2-hour 45-minute time limit. We started at 6:03. It's 8:28, and by rule, a fresh inning cannot start after 8:38 p.m. We will play the 8th. However, the 9th is a little questionable. Jerry Kelly bats for the Mets. Again, 11-2 is our score. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Cole Hazelhorst quickly going over signs with Todd Tolbert, the pitcher. These guys are going to need to step on it. 1-0 to Kelly. Swung on, tapped foul. Ball and a strike, nobody out. 8 hits tonight for the Locos. They are in command. 11-2. On the verge of trying to improve to 3-2 on the season. And they would hold an important advantage over the Springfield Metropolitans in the runs allowed category. So Republic, in theory, could walk out of here tonight in first place in the GRBL North. Pitch missed low to Jerry Kelly. He walks. It is now Chris Matlock's turn to bat. And he's been very good with the stick in his hands this season. He was very good with it last season, as a matter of fact. He hit 500, 7-14. Here in 2023, he's 4 for 10 with a double. Looked at a bouncer there. One-0 swung on. This is sent into left field. Chandler Maples over by the foul line makes the catch for the first out. It was loud and looked good off the bat at first, but a little too much air underneath it. Michael Easter bats 0 for 1 tonight. Strikeout and a walk. 1 out on the board, 1 runner on. Looked at a strike from the Todd father, attacking in. Breaking ball ran inside. 1-1. There's a strike on the outer half, and Todd Tolbert up ahead of his workout partner Michael Easter here. 1-2. These guys get together, throw bullpens, do cage work quite a bit. So a friendship born right here in the GRBL. And it's Tolbert who gets the better of it this time. Easter down looking on a nasty breaking pitch. 2 gone in the bottom of the 7th. Back to the top of the order go the Mets. Here is the center fielder, Schuyler Carter. Where's number 2? Schuyler tonight has walked and been hit by a pitch. He is also grounded out. This is in the air, left field, tailing down, base hit for Carter. His first hit of the night comes in the 7th inning. Single out to left, and it brings up Jared Brashler. So 2 outs and 2 men on for the Metropolitans. They trail in this game 11-2. That's the 4th hit for Springfield tonight. Carter's single to left. Going to bring up Jared Brashler. And we are at the stage where the players have told me, because of the lighting and the way that moisture reflects off the turf here at Sky Bacon Stadium, it becomes difficult to pick up spin on the baseball. You can see the ball quite well. It's just difficult to tell, difficult for the hitter to tell, I should say, how the ball is spinning and in which direction. Brashler about caught one on the chin there, ducks out of the way. It's 2-0. Tolbert comes home. That's swung on, fouled off. Two balls and a strike. Tolbert with a breaking ball, swung on way up into the ozone layer. It goes into center field. Trent Simpson makes the catch, and the Locos center fielder gets his club out of the inning with that grab. We will go to the 8th, and yes, it should be the 8th and final inning. 11-2 is the score as this baseball game inches toward the time limit. We will bring you the 8th right after this. It's Grip and Rip Baseball. Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away. Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
You know the meaning of dedication. The early mornings and the late nights spent pursuing your dream. The commitment and passion to turn those dreams into reality. That spirit of dedication is why Central Bank is always there, working behind the scenes, helping you navigate those twists and turns in your journey with solutions that are tailored to meet your business needs. Central Bank, we do business better.
Jacob Wright hops into the batter's box. It is 8:37. We are 40 seconds away from the cut time of 8:38, and so that means the 8th will be the 8th and final inning of this baseball game. 11-2 is the score. Republic Locos in front. They bat in the top of the 8th. Mets will get one more chance to come to scratch in the bottom of this inning. Clay Murphy on the hill for Springfield. starts Jacob Wright with a strikeout. Batter's going to be the shortstop, Caleb Cole. So Clay Murphy here in 2023, 11 2/3 innings. He has not allowed an earned run, 13 hits, 17 strikeouts. Well hit baseball down the left field line, foul. A loud strike off the bat of Caleb Cole. 18 strikeouts now after he rung up Jacob Wright and 2 walks. Last outing, Murphy pitched 2 innings against the Nixa Suckers. Allowed 2 hits, struck out 5, walked 1. One and one to Caleb Cole. Undoubtedly has got Clay Murphy scouted. Doesn't make that slider any easier to hit, especially under the lights, as Cole lifts this one foul first base side this time. So a couple of loud strikes today for Caleb Cole against Clay Murphy. He's down in the count 1-2 with 1 down. Fastball swung on, going back. Off the wall it goes, off the Budweiser sign. Would have been out of a lot of places, but not here. Clay Murphy perhaps grateful that the 16-footer was there. It's a double nonetheless for Caleb Cole, who's got 3 hits tonight, and a run batted in to go with it. I have to start thinking about him when it comes to post-game honors tonight. And on a passed ball, Caleb Cole is going to run up and take third base. Cole Hazelhorst bats for the Locos. Count is 1-0. Top of the 8th, 11-2 the score. Republic out in front. Clay Murphy, normally the closer, pressed into a much more janitorial role than he's accustomed to. But when you only get to play 1 baseball game a week, you might as well go ahead and keep sending the full squad. 1-1, it's a wild pitch. Cole will stay put. I like that decision, just because of the score in the baseball game. Yes, everybody still wants to get their numbers and play as hard as they can, because you only do play once per week in the GRBL, but on one that could go either way like that, Caleb Cole stays put. 2-1. Swing and a looper to the second baseman, Jerry Kelly with it. He's thrown to Tyler Rusk in time, and Caleb Cole comes across the plate. 12-2 score now for the Locos. And they are up by 10. Trey Simpson gets the AB now. Fastball for a strike. Nothing and 2 for Trey Simpson. 2 down. Base is clear. Murphy winds and fires, ran in. Absolutely dropped Trey Simpson like a bad habit. Simpson taking a look out there as if to say, what gives? Clay Murphy coldly unapologetic. The 1-2 is a slider for a strike. So the Mets, yes, they may be down, but my friends, Clay Murphy still got it. 12-2 is the score. Republic Locos up. We will go to the bottom of the 8th. Back right after this.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away.
Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
Do you ever wake up and feel like you're already out of energy?
I haven't felt that way since I started doing yoga.
You do yoga?
Every morning. Best change I've ever made.
Try our community classes for only $8.
Sumit's hot yoga. You are going to feel awesome.
Henry's Towing pitching change for the Republic Locos. Trey Simpson heads to the pitcher's mound after jawing back and forth with the two-time MVP award winner Clay Murphy for the Springfield Mets. I mean, it's one decision you could make, I guess. So Trey Simpson was a pitcher and a shortstop at Waynesville High School. However, this is his GRBL pitching debut in-game. We did see him throw some pitches in the GRBL preseason jamboree, so not complete and total fresh meat, I guess, but first innings pitched live and in-game, that will count for Trey Simpson right here in mop-up duty, protecting a 12-2 advantage for the Republic Locos, who just want to get 3 outs and go home here. It's Trey Simpson, 3/4 arm delivery, fast hands and fast feet. Makes him a pretty good defensive pitcher on ground balls as well. It'll be Josh Wilbanks, Tyler Rusk, and Robert Fackrell for the Mets. Clay Murphy would get the chance to stick it if anyone can reach. So here's Wilbanks. 0 for 1 tonight, grounded into a fielder's choice. First pitch he sees from Trey Simpson is a fastball low. 1-0 pitch that ran inside. Wilbanks fought off a jammer, running hard. Not quite quick enough for Ben Van Gorp to gun him down there. So BVG does well with that slow roller. For out number 1, here's Rusk. Quiet night for Tyler Rusk, who reached on an error in the first. Members of his fan club thought that should have been a hit, but E5 nonetheless. Lined out to the shortstop and struck out in the 6th. Foul ball put Tyler Rusk down 0-1. Fielders playing deep and playing Rusk slightly to pull. Instead, he's going to go to the gap in right center field. That ball carrying. That's down. Base hit and extras for Tyler Rusk, who rounds second. Thought about third. Now he's going to have to go back. And he is safe by one of those whiskers in his beard at second base. Masher of a double for Tyler Rusk. And in spite of the 12-2 score, he's celebrating that a little bit. That's the 6th base hit of Tyler Rusk's GRBL career. A double in the 8th. So Robert Fackrell bats, with Mark Blem waiting in the on-deck circle. Apologies, it'll be Blem, then Murphy, should the Mets stage a rally here. So this is Fackrell in the 5 spot. Drew a walk his first time up against Ben Graham in the 6th. Trey Simpson missed that time. It's 2-0. Simpson brings it from up high, above eye level. He's in the stretch. Fired a strike past Robert Fackrell there. Ooh, Fackrell just got a piece of a little jam sandwich there from Trey Simpson. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The runner on second is Rusk for the Mets, and they trail 12-2 in the final inning. Simpson gets the sign from Hazelhurst, looks back at Rusk, looks at the plate, now looks back at Rusk. Kicks and deals, time is called, no pitch. So we'll do that deuces pitch again. Trey Simpson may be a little frustrated with that. Heck, I would be. Takes a long look back at Rusk and now steps off. Trey Simpson winds and fires a breaking ball. Fackrell swings over the top and down on strikes he goes. 2 down, and Mark Blim is the Metropolitans' last hope. Blim 0 for 3 tonight. Last time grounded to the first baseman. So 4 for 17 for the season is Blim. 28 hits in his GRBL career. It started in 2018. Jam shot swung on, fouled back. It's the first time in 4 years that Mark Blim has not played for Austin Kendrick's Ozark Mountain Ducks. And that's not a knock on AK, it was just that Brock Chaffin wanted Mark Blim as his third baseman, and he did what he needed to do in the draft to make it happen. 0-1. Pitch goes... Oh, it hit him. Okay, it's a hit by pitch. I was wondering why the dead ball call went up. So Blim gets hit on the elbow. He's aboard for Clay Murphy. Well, Clay Murphy and Trey Simpson had a little bit of a verbal debate. Clay missed one inside that put Simpson on the turf. Trey got up and then was struck out, and then some jawing occurred. So here's a chance for Trey Simpson to maybe prevail where it counts, and yes indeed he did run it inside. That's not smart. Look, the score is 12-2. I get you gotta feel like you gotta stick up for yourself a touch, rookie, but there's a time and a place. 1-0 breaking ball on the inner half. No, it is 2-0. Two outs, 2 runners on for the Mets. Down to their last 3 strikes, and that hit him. That hit him, and Murphy is down. Oh my goodness. And the Mets manager, Brock Chaffin, very quickly up. Going to go first of all check on his college teammate Clay Murphy, but I would imagine he's going to have something to say. Looked like it was on the ear hole of the batting helmet. Jaron Dishman is out. Well, folks, we're going to step aside. We will come back in just a moment. Clay Murphy injured for the Mets. Murphy walked off the field under his own power, but he's been lifted from this game. Brock Chaffin runs in his stead. Mets have the bases loaded, and the batter is Ben Hammett. Just an unfortunate situation there. Trey Simpson stays in on the pitcher's mound for the Locos. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th and final inning of this ball game. 0-1 to Hammett. Ball high. One and one the count. Hammett, that was running in on his hands. He turned on it. It is foul. Now the catcher Hazelhorst a little bit shaken up on the play. I think he might have gotten hit by a bat. Not sure what that was. One ball, 2 strikes. Locos on the verge. Trey Simpson kicks and deals. No, he missed low. Deuce is wild here. Mets down to their last strike, trailing by 10. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Trey Simpson comes set. Kicks and deals to Hammett, who checked it. It's full count. This one just not going quietly, is it? Three-two payoff coming here. Simpson from up at eye level delivers. Struck him out looking, and it is over. The Republic Locos defeat the Springfield Metropolitans 12-2. Your final score. Our Elite Promotions Elite Performer of the game was 3 for 5 at the plate with a double and a run batted in. It's the Republic shortstop, Caleb Cole. Your Elite Promotions Elite Performer of the game. We will triage this one and update you on the league standings and our schedule for next week on the other side of this break. It's the Grip and Rip Baseball League, live and free on YouTube. Coverage of tonight's game and the entire GRBL Sunday tripleheader is, of course, brought to you by Central Bank of the Ozarks. at US Baseball Park. 12-2, your final score. The Republic Locos defeat the Springfield Metropolitans in a big GRBL North Division grudge match. Well, first of all, quick update. Springfield Mets pitcher Clay Murphy hit in the jaw on a pitch there in the 8th inning. He is going to go get checked out, but he's up walking around and had his wits about him anyway, so at least preliminarily decent news for Clay Murphy, but he is going to go get some evaluation, and we will know more after that occurs. But we're joined by our Elite Promotions Elite Performer of the game for the Locos. He was 3 for 5 tonight, 2 singles, 1 double, and a key RBI during that avalanche of scoring of sorts in inning number 4, Caleb Cole. And let's start with that, Caleb. You know, this game for a while, it looked like we were going to get a nice tense back and forth pitching duel. What happened to you guys in the 4th?
I think we just really we got together that inning and just said, hey, we gotta string some stuff together because we got to get more than 2 runs. We're going to have to score to compete, and of course they got a good offense, good defense, and I think some of the guys stepped up that, you know, especially me. I mean, I've been struggling all season, and there's some other guys too, and I think that you know, they stepped up and got their hit.
How about the efforts from your mound men tonight? You know, the 2-run homer for Ethan Stenger off of Harrison Waters hit it in the 1st, and then after that, shut down pitching from all your guys and some good defense by yourself as well.
Yeah, well, Ethan did a great job. I mean, I think he was a 3-hitter
Yeah.
Through 3 hits through 5. I mean, you can't beat that. And that's, you know, that's really his goal when he walks out there. He's a competitor, and we enjoy him starting. I know that.
And then it was cool for me anyway. I'm a big Ben Graham fan, so it was good to see the former Washington Nationals farmhand get in there and get a couple scoreless innings.
It's awesome, man.
So what is the overall just significance of this win? I mean, of course, you beat the Mets, so head-to-head goes out the window. The win-loss records are even, and you guys now actually hold the advantage in runs allowed. So Republic Locos are in the catbird seat in the North, at least for the moment.
That's pretty awesome. You know, I think the first couple games, we were kind of, you know, we're talking about grinding and not really caring what happens. But, you know, we're going to find our groove here in a couple games, and I think, you know, with this momentum we're getting, I think it's going to be good for us later on. Hopefully ring that bell.
I was going to say, X's, O's, and numbers aside, what about just the emotional momentum you grab with what you guys have been doing, especially since the Labor Day holiday break?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we've come together. You know, we start meeting up before games at Red Line at my facility, and we're bonding a little bit and getting to know each other, and I think that is a huge deal in a 9-week season. So.
And you've been through it before. I know it is a long, short season, as I like to tell the newcomers.
Long recovery.
And yeah, you got plenty of time to get ready. But man, it's emotional. You know, you feel a little bit of everything as the season goes on. It can get frustrating. It can wear on you.
Yep, the passion. You have to keep that through 9 weeks, and that's the toughest part.
So what would it mean for you, Caleb Cole? You mentioned the bell, so you've opened the door. What would it mean for you to make a run and have a chance to compete?
Oh man, you know, I've only done it once, so you know, I'm pretty sure I've done it once. Yeah, once. And you know, I think that would be, it's kind of a little dream come true. You know, you stop playing baseball and you have a chance to then get a trophy again, and you know, a lot of people don't get that opportunity. Pretty fortunate.
Couldn't have said it any better. Caleb Cole, your Elite Promotions Elite Performer of the game tonight.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for
3
having
hits for him, and the Republic Locos get their 3rd win of the season, 12-2. They defeat the Springfield Metropolitans. So very quickly in the standings, I will tell you, the Locos in the North, 3 wins against 2 defeats. The Springfield Metropolitans are also 3-2. They have officially split when it comes to head-to-head, so 1-1 there. But by virtue of allowing just 2 runs to the Mets tonight, Republic has allowed 23. The Mets have now allowed 31. So if heaven forbid the regular season ended today, it would actually be the Locos getting first place and a first-round bye into the semifinals out of the GRBL North. In the GRBL South, right now, the Ozark Mountain Ducks have climbed out of the cellar by virtue of their 6-5 victory over the Branson Showmen today. They're in 2nd place. The Showmen fall into 3rd, and the Nixa Suckers are holding down 1st place. 3 wins against 2 defeats. So parity, we've certainly got that going. 3 teams right now are 3-2. Next Sunday, September the 24th, here at US Baseball Park is where you need to be. And if you can't be here, you need to be here, following along on the YouTube channel. At high noon, it's the Queens Derby. The two Springfield teams go at it. The Moon City Mavericks taking on the Springfield Metropolitans, both teams coming off of defeats in what's going to be a crucial game for playoff seeding in the GRBL North. Then at 3, non-division game, Rance and Showman against the Republic Locos, who are riding high, 12-2 victors this evening. Then at 6 o'clock, it's baseball night in the Ozarks. Two teams with different momentum stories for sure. Springfield Mets are going to be anxious to win. The Ozark Mountain Ducks riding in. Or check that, I've got that wrong. It's the Ozark Mountain Ducks and the Nixa Suckers. So both teams riding in off of victories. There we go. So the Highway 14 rivalry reignites at 6 p.m. baseball night in the Ozarks. So that's noon, Mavericks, Mets, 3 o'clock, Showman Locos, 6 o'clock, Mountain Ducks and Suckers. Well, for all of us here at the Grip and Rip Baseball League, my name is Rance Berger. I bid you good night from Ozark, Missouri.